A very good morning, my dear children. I hope you all are hale and hearty at your place. So, dear students, today I am going to explain this chapter, The Friendly Mongoose, to you. I hope you all have gone through this chapter. So, dear children, as you know, this is a folk tale. This story talks about the human tendency to jump to conclusions hurriedly and how this tendency causes disturbance in humans' life. We are going to read about this in this chapter. Before I start explaining this chapter, I would like to introduce the characters of this story. As you know, this story revolves around a farmer family. So the main characters are farmer, his wife, their son, and mongoose, a pet. So now let's start the reading part. Once a farmer and his wife lived in a village with their small son. They loved him very much. "We must have a pet," the farmer said to his wife one day. "When our son grows up, he will need a companion. This pet will be our son's companion." His wife liked the idea. So, dear children, first of all, I would like to tell you the meanings of some difficult words. Do you know the meaning of companion? Companion means partner. It can be a person or an animal with whom one can spend a lot of time. A farmer, along with his wife and a small child, used to live in a village. Both he and his wife loved their child very much. One day, the farmer expressed a wish to bring a pet to his house to give as a companion to their son. His wife also liked that idea and agreed. One evening, the farmer brought with him a tiny mongoose. "It's a baby mongoose," said his wife, "but will soon be fully grown. He will be a friend to our son." The farmer brought a baby mongoose as a pet, and his wife also liked it. Both the baby and the mongoose grew. In 5 or 6 months, the mongoose had grown to its full size, a lovely animal with 2 shining black eyes and a bushy tail. The farmer's son was still a baby in the cradle, sleeping and crying alternately. So, first of all, let's understand the meaning of some difficult words. Cradle. Cradle means a bed, a small bed for baby that swings. In Hindi, you can say that jhula or palna. And alternately means one after another, or you can say the work which is done turn by turn. Bushy, tail, a tail with so much hair. So, both the baby mongoose and his son grew together. Within 5 or 6 months, the mongoose grew to its full size, whereas the farmer's son was still a baby. Dear children, as you know, what does a baby do? Either they sleep when their tummy is full, or they cry when they are hungry. In the same way, the farmer's baby behaved. One day, the farmer's wife wanted to go to the market. She fed the baby and rocked him to sleep in his little cradle. Picking up the basket, she said to her husband, "I am off to the bazaar. The baby is sleeping. Keep an eye on him. Frankly, I don't like to leave the child alone with the mongoose." One day, the farmer's wife had to go to the market. She fed the baby and moved him a little to make him sleep. She picked up the basket to go to the market and asked her husband to keep an eye as the baby was sleeping. She spoke that she didn't like to leave her baby alone with the mongoose. "You need not be afraid," said the farmer. "The mongoose is a friendly animal. It's as sweet as our baby, and they are the best of friends, you know." The farmer told her not to be afraid, as the mongoose was as sweet as their own child. Moreover, both were good friends. The wife went away, and the farmer, having nothing to do in the house, decided to go out and take a look at his fields. Not far away, he ran into some friends on the way back and didn't return for quite some time. The wife went to the market, and the farmer, as he had nothing to do at home, also went to his fields, which were not very far from the house. On the way, he also met his friends and got late. The farmer's wife finished her shopping and came back home with a basket full of groceries. She saw the mongoose sitting outside as if waiting for her. On seeing her, he ran to welcome her as was customary. The farmer's wife took one look at the mongoose and screamed, "Blood!" She cried. The face and paws of the mongoose were smeared with blood. So first of all, let's understand the meanings of some difficult words. Groceries, you can say daily things needed to make for kitchen. And the second word is customaries, that is a habitual practice. You might have observed it is a habit of an animal. Whenever we come back to home, they simply welcome us and they run to us. So the farmer's wife came back from the market with her basket full of groceries. She noticed blood on the mongoose and started shouting and crying. She thought that it was her baby's blood. "You wicked animal, you have killed my baby!" She screamed hysterically. She was blind with rage and with all her strength brought down the heavy basket full of groceries on the blood-smeared mongoose and ran inside to the child's cradle. And what did farmer's wife think? She thought that the mongoose had killed her baby. She was blind with fear inside her, and she hit the mongoose with the heavy basket with full strength. After this, she ran inside to her child's cradle. The baby was fast asleep, but on the floor lay a black snake, torn and bleeding. In a flash, she realized what had happened. She ran out looking for the mongoose. But when she got inside, what did she see? The baby was sleeping and a black snake was lying on the floor. In a moment, she understood the whole story. She ran out looking for the mongoose. "Oh, you saved my child. You killed the snake. What have I done?" she cried, touching the mongoose, who lay dead and still, unaware of her sobbing. The farmer's wife, who had acted hastily and rashly, stared long at the dead mongoose. Then she heard the baby crying. Wiping her tears, she went in to feed him. Sobbing means when you cry with some noise. Rashly, roughly. Hastily, hurriedly. Wiping, cleaning her tears. Realizing her mistake, she started crying. She touched the mongoose, who was lying dead. The farmer's wife, who acted unthoughtfully in a panic, was repenting, but it was too late. In the same time she heard her baby crying, she simply cleaned her tears and she went inside to feed her baby. So, dear children, from this story you have come to know that whatever we see, whatever we hear, that is not true. And the moral of the story is, look before you leap. Means whatever we do, we should think twice or thrice before doing that. Otherwise, there would be no use of crying over spilled milk. What a beautiful message this story has given, isn't it? So, dear children, today I will send you question answers. You are going to do that in your fair notebook, and you are going to read this chapter again, whatever the meanings have been explained to you, you will learn those also. Thank you and have a nice day. I hope you all will do your work in a proper manner.